boy. If he gonna ride out, I'm not gonna have him out there in the water by himself, no life jacket. You know what I mean? Looking crazy. He just started going off. I'm like, okay, but I wouldn't have had him do that, because at the end of the day, I'm not bothered by it in that instance. I'm doing me. But I also knew, okay, you know what I'm saying? At this point, it was what it was. Like, Slim and them played me. She's throwing shots even more now. And then on top of all that, it's like I see her at the Sweet 16. Now, if you don't have a problem with me, or if, you know what I'm saying, it isn't nothing, you don't be this close to me and roll your eyes and put your head down and walk right past me. Now, I remember when I did the Mobb Deep record, and it was like, hot damn ho, here we go again. Allegedly, MC Lyte had a problem with that, right?
Because you used the line?
Yeah, she even did a record. I don't know if you remember it, but she did a record.
I don't.
She did a record, and it was offensive towards me, but I'm such a real girl that when I saw her out, I went up to her and was like, yo, I love you. If you took that record offensive, you know what I mean? That's what you do when you real. You pay respect. Yeah. You just, and you let them know it's not a problem. If this is what people was thinking. You supposed to break down that barrier. She looked at, my girl Luch was right there with me. She looked right at me, had her head down, and rolled her eyes, just kept walking. Huh? Because if she would have addressed me and said, you know, she would have said, Kim, I love you, you know, boo, 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 maybe it wouldn't have even went that far. It's like, you see me, say something.
What could she have done? Because it was weird, because even in the interview with her, like, she went, said everything she had to say. I was just shocked.
You're going to find out she's bipolar also, so that's something I found out. You laughing, watch. I got something.
But when I did jump in, I asked her, I was like, you know, were your feelings hurt? Because everything I got from her, even though, you know, it was disrespectful or, you know, it was offensive, I'm sure, to you and everything. But what I heard her saying was that she was hurt. Like, she maybe felt like, you know, she felt like you, like she, I guess she, in her words, had given interviews where she kind of bigged you up and said this, and then you kind of just, you know.
Oh, let me tell you something. The girl is not as stupid as people think she is. She know exactly what she's doing just to make people feel sorry for her. That's her thing. She's a very contradicting creature. And I noticed that about her. So it's cool because I'm so spiritually connected that I always knew everything that's in the dark is going to reveal itself in the light pretty soon. And I really feel like now it's about to happen. And it is. It's going to happen because God made it so that I can have my way back in and really, you know what I'm saying, represent the right way in this game for the females. Because I look at it like she was happy when Baby and Slim and them decided to say, we're not going to mess with her. We used her. We got what we want. She wanted to be the only one out there. We could be in this game together. She just wanted to be out there by herself. That's definitely it. I've proven I don't have to be out there by myself. I've done records with all the females.
Is at any point, because a lot of this, I mean, don't you? I feel like a lot of this is hurt feelings and egos and stuff like that. Do you feel like at some point, if she just didn't say anything else, that you both would just rock, or you feel like it's too far? Like you really ready to go?
What you mean from this point on? If she
like if she said nothing else, you put your record out, you put out Black Friday, you said what you said, she said what she said. Like, is this going to continue going on, or do you think...
See, in this industry, what I've learned is you never know. And that...
Your opinion about Puffy and your disappointment with him through this whole thing. And then he was on Flex recently, and Flex asked him, did you hear about that? Flex asked him about it, and he was, you know, he said he still loves you, and you're still the queen, and that was his take on it.
Yeah, let me say this about Puffy. Puffy is... He is the most positive, negative mother I've ever met. Because you can take his butt and put it to his mouth and get a spark because it's a negative and a positive. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. He's very...
she said you could take his mouth and his butt and get a spark. Because it's a positive.
Like a battery. You know, like the...
Yeah, that's the craziest I've ever heard.
Puffy, I've been around him so long, and let me tell you something. Me and Puffy was tight. I'm talking about, like, he would treat me like the little princess sister, you know what I mean? Like, he bought me anything I wanted, and the boys would steal a lot of the things he bought from me. And I had a lot of love for Puffy. I mean, Puffy knows that, too. That's why he always... I love me some Puffy. used to look up to him, like a little sister would look up to her big brother, and he knew that. Like, he didn't want to move without me, and I didn't want to move without him. And so we developed a really tight bond. When he went through that whole thing with the shooting at the club and Shine and everything, he came to my house and stayed there all day just watching TV, chilling like a regular person. Puffy can't sit still for 20 seconds, let alone a whole freaking day, and just act like, you know, he just chilling, you know. And he did that a lot during that time. And I kind of felt like maybe it was because I'm maybe one of the only people he could really talk to and express himself and really show his real feelings to, because I didn't look at Puffy no other way. Whenever he did things that might make some people look at him a certain way, I never looked at him the way that other people look at him. I never judged him for nothing. I rode out with that boy. I mean, anything he asked me to do. Come to shows. He owes me like 4,200 shows.
Wow.
He owes me like maybe 4,250.
So where are you now?
100. With Puffy. Where I'm at with Puffy is I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him not being loyal to at least one person. That's where I'm at with him. Be loyal to one person for me, please. Show me one person, and then I can maybe open my arms back up to you and embrace you and hug you and say, damn, that's what I was, because I know it's in there, I think, you know, and I just want to see him do that. And I feel like out of anybody, he should have done that with me, because he know I would have rolled to the end with him.
You feel like he was disloyal because he works with Nicki?
No way. And then I'm glad you brought that up, because I almost forgot to address that. Anyway, I remember him saying, you know, this was recently with the Flex interview or something like that. He said something like, I don't get mad. I'm not mad because she's working with other producers. Come on, Puffy. You've worked with plenty other females and female rappers. I never had a problem. My problem with you, Puffy, is the fact that you sit there and say you would never let homegirl talk reckless about me, but you on a record with her, which is your record, and she's talking reckless to me. If that was me, Puffy would have been like, that record can't go out. That can't go out. He would have shut it down. With her, he just letting it all ride because he's trying to get in where he finna over there. He just over there for the money for the time being, doing what he do till the next hot thing come and he could jump shifts or whatever. I get Puffy. I get what he do. You know what I'm saying? He is hustle brother man. That's brother man. Like, I got it. $7.99. $7.99. What who got? If you give me 8, I sell this to you for 10. Matter of fact, I might give you 2 of these, but that's a hustle man. So I get Puffy. Oh my gosh. I get Puffy. Whoever's hot. Oh, listen, I can get this for you. You know what I mean? And he got that type of power. You know he's a powerful man as far as his relationships and everything. But you see this going down. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you? You see her trying to look like me, act like me, be like me. She's only over with you because I was with you. You know what I mean? That's so obvious. My thing is, you got this girl, she be throwing her shots and stuff like that, and you're not saying nothing. You letting it. It's like, do you really have love for me? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, my attitude with Puffy is whatever. I don't even, like, I'm not even, he can't ask me for nothing no more. It ain't no family thing or whatever. He come to me, he better come correct, because it's all about that paper. I ain't got no time, you know what I'm saying? Then he set me up for the Sweet 16, too. I didn't know all that was going on at the Sweet 16. Wow. I didn't even know she was going to be there. I didn't really care once I got there, but it was almost like he was acting funny once I did get there, and he knew what he had done. I was with Timberland at the Hammerstein Ballroom performing. He came over there, and he's on stage with me. You know, Timberland was like, can y'all come out and perform the Benjamins together? Puffy's on stage with me, and I could have sworn he was like, yeah, so look, I need a favor. I need a favor, Kim. So look, he performing, and he tried to cut deals with me while we on stage.
He did not say that to you, really.
Nah, but he might as well have been on stage talking about it. So Kim, look, I need you a favor. Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins. Yo, Puff. Yo, Kim. Like, I'm talking back to him, but Puff, what do you mean? What do you mean you need a favor? Can we talk about this when we get off the stage? I'm like, yo, son, I did not know.
Who are you? Who is this girl?
I did not. When I tell you, I did not know. I did not know all that was going on for.
The sweet that she,
yeah, I did not know.